Hey everybody, it's Cynthia with Global Traveler Lifestyle. Guess who I ran into? My good friends Nat and Jodie. I happened to be in Australia, and look, oh my gosh, we tripped upon each other.
In a winery.
Yeah, in a winery. Imagine. Some of my favorite people who are examples of global travelers are going to tell us a little bit about their story and what their global traveler lifestyle looks like.
So start with the Aussie wave, keep the flies away. So I'm Jodie.
And I'm Nat.
And we've actually been travelling around the world since February 2013 as full-time international house sitters and digital nomads. And funnily enough, every single year that rolls by, we find out that it costs like a third of the normal cost of living in a fixed location. So why give it up?
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. Like for the cost of what it would be for rent, less than that, a third of that alone, we're actually traveling the world, and we've done so for the last 6 years. It's quite incredible, really. Like even to be back in our own country right now, Australia. We haven't been here for quite a lot of years, so it's nice to come back and see family. But yeah, we've traveled all over the place with house sitting, and we've had 95% free accommodation all over the world, which has just been amazing.
Yeah, so outside of the question of how do you get started in house sitting, which is kind of leads into the next biggest question of how do you support yourself to keep travelling around the world. Obviously, location independent income is not something new, and the digital nomad term has probably been used a few times or been heard a few times. But for us, because we started our journey with literally next to nothing, we'd lost a business in Dubai that left us with no credit cards, no savings, and just a couple of $100. We had to learn how to be location independent, how to create digital information products, how to sell online, how to sell other people's products online, how to do coaching and consulting and all sorts of different things. And we've learnt that as we go. And the crazy part is we actually still managed to travel the world in our first year of travel and only earning about $12,000 between us for the entire year. So we were able to live a global lifestyle on just $1,000 a month for two people, which is mind-blowing.
Staggering.
It's gotten better since then, but yeah, it's still pretty incredible.
So over the years, we've been asked 1,000 times, how do we get started in house sitting? So we created a course, the House Sitting Academy. From there, we also created the Roaming Income Club, which was the next question we always got asked, as Jodie said, how do you finance yourself? So there's lots of travellers out there actually financing their travels all over the world, and so we put them all together in the Roaming Income Club. So we've got our own products that we sell, and then we also do affiliate marketing, which definitely is a really nice way to get started with earning an online income, because you don't have to have your own products, you don't have to develop anything, you just promote somebody else's products and get some traffic to it, and it's just been mind-blowing what you can do with that stuff.
The one thing we've actually learnt along the way is to not continually be trading time for money.
Yeah.
We've done plenty of that, where you either sell a consultancy or build somebody's website or teach English online, like all these different things that can be done where you're trading time for money. For us, it's about really experiencing this global travel lifestyle and being able to actually have an income coming in, whether we're on a plane, sleeping, sightseeing. So that's what we're continually working towards and continually learning, because you'll never stop learning, and you can actually keep doing more and adding more income streams to be able to enable that complete freedom. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Such a great story. Really appreciate you sharing that. It's such good information. You guys have been all over. You've done it. You've experienced some of the hardships, and you're just out there being an inspiration for the rest of us. I was wondering, what is your biggest challenge that you've come across as a global traveler? Maybe you could share that, and some of us could avoid having that issue in the future.
So what's our biggest challenge as being global travelers? Funnily enough, it's actually not having a fixed location as an address, because for some reason the entire world has decided you are not a real person unless you have a home address, which is absolutely insane. It only seems to have come about in the last, half a dozen years or something. Anything that you apply for online, anything that you write up, any accounts you sign up for some reason you need to prove what your home address is.
Yeah, you could have a rental agreement.
That's a nightmare.
Utility bill. We don't have any of that stuff. We are literally global citizens. We're not even residents of Australia anymore. So that definitely is our most difficult part of traveling the world, is not having a location other than Jodie's mum and dad's place every now and then to fill in the form.
There are solutions to that though. You
Yeah.
can get it postal services, you can use family members, but I have to say it is one of the frustrations, and I really don't understand why the world has gone that way. It's really sad.
I was wondering, you guys have so much experience with traveling the globe. If you could give us a tip for some other travelers who maybe are thinking about traveling or maybe who are out there doing it, and give us some advice or something that you've learned along the way that would help them, and me probably, be able to be a better global traveler.
Our biggest tip, if you haven't started traveling right now, is start traveling. We started with just $300 to our name, so anyone can start traveling. We will swear by that. Probably our biggest tip though would be house sitting, for sure. So not only does it save you a fortune on your accommodation bills, but you get to have local experiences. You get to come to places like this. We wouldn't be here in this location if we weren't house sitting 100 miles down the road. You know, they're just places that you wouldn't come to, and just have that local experience, meet the locals, have a dog, have neighbours, have just something that's not a tourist experience, not looking out of a hotel room or a resort.
Get more immersed into the location.
Yeah, the culture, and just have that true experience of a place for a period of time as well. It's a nice slow way of travelling, so definitely house sitting, absolutely A1 in terms of travelling.
Yeah.
Thanks, both of you. What a great tips and great advice on some global traveler type of things. It's been really cool hanging out with you today, and thank you for your time. Really appreciate it, because you made an effort to come and meet me. It wasn't a real close call, but what a great way to show us Australia. My sister's with me, and she's of course still having some wine. So we will check in with you later, and have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.